Dirty blonde jokes, filthy blonde jokes. A redhead tells her blonde stepsister, I slept with a Brazilian. That blonde replies, oh my god. You slut. How many is a Brazilian? Q. How do you know a blonde likes you? A. She screws you 2 nights in a row. Q. Why do blondes wear underwear? A. To keep their ankles warm. Q. What's the difference between a blonde and a guy? A. The blonde has the higher sperm count. Q. Did you hear about the blonde with a PhD in psychology? A. She'll blow your mind, too. Q. Did you hear about the new blonde paint? A. It's not real bright, but it's cheap, and spreads easy. Q. Why are blondes so easy to get into bed? A. Who cares? Q. What do you call a skeleton in the closet with blonde hair? A. Last year's hide-and-go-seek winner. Q. What do you call a blonde with $1 on the top of their head? A. All you can eat, under $1. Q. Did you hear about the conceited blonde? A. She screams her own name when she comes. Q. Why can't blondes count to 70? A. Because 69 is a bit of a mouthful. Q. How do you know a blonde has just lost her virginity? A. Her crayons are still sticky. Q. What happens when you give $61 to a blonde? A. She wants 8 more. Q. What does a blonde and a turtle have in common? A. If either one of them end up on their back they are both F***ed. Q. What's the difference between a chorus line of blondes and a magician? A. A magician has a cunning array of stunts. Q. What's the difference between a blonde and the Panama Canal? A. The Panama Canal is a busy ditch. Q. Why don't blondes like anal sex? A. They don't like their brains being screwed with. Q. How do you get a blonde off of her knees? A. Come. Q. What is the best blonde secretary in the world to have? A. One that never misses a period. Q. What's the difference between a bowling ball and a blonde? A. You can only fit 3 fingers inside a bowling ball. Q. Why did the blonde tattoo her zip code on her thigh? A. She wanted a lot of mail in her box. Q. What's the difference between a blonde and a brick wall? A. A brick wall's only been laid once. Q. What do you say to a blonde that won't give in? A. Have another beer. Q. What's the first thing a blonde does in the morning? A. Walks home. Q. Why are there lipstick stains on the steering wheel after a blonde drives a car? A. Because she blows the horn. Q. How can you tell a blonde's been in your fridge? A. There is lipstick on the cucumber. Q. How do blondes play Russian roulette? A. They jack 6 dicks until one gets a facial. Q. Why did the blonde wear condoms on her ears? A. So she wouldn't get hearing aids. Q. What's the difference between a blonde and a telephone? A. It costs 30 cents to use a telephone. Q. What do blondes wear behind their ears to attract men? A. Their heels. Q. Why is a blonde like a hardware store? A. They are both 10 cents a screw. Q. Why is 68 the maximum speed for blondes? A. Because at 69 they blow a rod. Q. What is a blonde's favorite nursery rhyme? A. Hump me dump me. Q. Why does a blonde whistle when she pees? A. So she knows what lips to whoopee. Q. What did the blonde's right leg say to the left leg? A. Nothing. They've never met. A. Between the two of us, we can make a lot of money. Q. Why do blondes wear green lipstick? A. Because red means stop. Q. Why is a blonde like a doorknob? A. Because everybody gets a turn. Q. What do you call a blonde with pigtails? A. A blowjob with handlebars. Q. What do you call a blonde lesbian? A. A waist. Q. how does the blonde turn on the light after she has had sex? A. She opens the car door. Q. What's the difference between a blonde and a broom closet? A. Only 2 men fit inside a broom closet at once. Q. How do you kill a blonde? A. Put spikes in their shoulder pads. Q. How do blondes pierce their ears? A. They put tacks in their shoulder pads. Q. What's the difference between a blonde and your job? A. Your job still sucks after 6 months. Q. How can you tell which blonde is the waitress? A. She is the one with the tampon behind her ear, wondering what she did with her pencil. Q. How can you tell when a blonde is dating? A. By the belt buckle impression on her forehead. Q. What did the blonde customer say to the busted waitress after reading her name tag? A. Debbie, that's cute. What did you name the other one? Q. What 2 things in the air can get a blonde pregnant? A. Her feet. Q. Why are only 2% of blondes touch typists? A. The rest are hunt and peckers. Q. What do blondes and cowpats have in common? A. They both get easier to pick up with age. Q. What does a screen door and a blonde have in common? A. The more you bang it, the looser it gets. Q. What do you call 2 nuns and a blonde? A. 2 tight ends and a wide receiver. Q. Why did the blonde smile when she walked the marriage aisle? A. She realized she gave her last blowjob. Q. Why did the blonde have a sore navel? A. Because her boyfriend was also blonde. Q. What do you give the blonde who has everything? A. Penicillin. Q. How do you get a blonde to marry you? A. Tell her she's pregnant. Q. Why did they call the blonde Twinkie? A. She liked to be filled with cream. Q. What's the difference between a blonde and a rooster? A. In the morning a rooster says, cock-a-doodle-doo, while a blonde says, any cock-a-doodle. A blonde, brunette, and redhead are in the 9th grade, which one is the sexiest? The blonde, because she is the only one that's 18. There was a giant cock and a blonde woman on a farm. The cock said to the blonde, let's have kids. The blonde agreed, and 10 minutes later the cock found her screwing their goat. Dirty blonde one-liners. Did you hear the one about the blonde who thought that love handles referred to her ears? Every time I see a brunette I think, bitch please. My straightener is hotter than you. If Lindsay Lohan made it through her cracked out bleached blonde lesbian jailbird phase, you can make it through today. I wanna have sex with Keisha because there would just be so much glitter and blonde hair everywhere. Dirty blonde bar jokes. A blonde girl was talking to her redhead friend about her boyfriend's dandruff problem. The redhead says, why don't you give him head and shoulders? The blonde replies, how do you give shoulders? A blonde walked into the dentist office and sat down in the chair. The dentist said, open wide, I can't. The blonde said, this chair has arms.